I came to, I'll call it asana, I won't even call it yoga because I really am a dilettante, I'm not an adept in any fashion. I came to this practice from a meditation practice. I was sort of a fairly typical mental Westerner, and my teacher introduced me to Vipassana meditation, and I just found that to be a real valuable tool. And then I started doing yoga, and for me, to really oversimplify, yoga became kind of an excuse for meditation, for somebody who's real mental. It got me down into my body. It brought my mind down into what was happening here, and that was always sort of my take on the asanas. And then the more I got into yoga, the more I saw sort of this, Americanized version, this sort of competitive, performance-based, and that's got a lot of value judgments in it, but that was just something I saw. And I started teaching because I saw a guy who was really inflexible, physically inflexible, teach, and it was great because at that time it seemed to me that there was kind of a self-selecting process of teachers, that people who are blessed with flexibility had gravitated to this practice, but there were so many of us who weren't that way. And back then people weren't really aware of that, and this guy was just a fabulous teacher about that connection. So that's sort of my introduction. A number of years ago, I started thinking about writing something about this, what seemed to me to be the aspect of physical yoga that has become very, well, here's the paradox that I've seen. Every teacher worth their salt says, stay in your own body, be in your own practice. This is not about anybody else except you. It's not even about the posture necessarily, etc. But there's level 1, level 2, level 3. There is, which tends to be measured by how well you do the asana as opposed to how well you pay attention. Right. And I found that to be a paradox.
Can I just address that for a sec?
Please, anytime.
I mean, I understand, like there could be different takes on that.
Okay, good.
But like say if I were a studio owner, which I'm not, I'm happy to say. But even for me, like as a teacher, like to delineate level 1, 2, or 3 would solely be or only be measuring the person's asana performance, so that level 1 is not less advanced than level 3, but level 3 is more contortionistic than level 1. But the cultural mindset is level 3 is more advanced, right? But the more advanced you get, the more you realize that's not true, which is what you're saying. Right.